Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first game of the season, Pleasant Grove Vikings versus the Riverton Silver Wolves. This is your crew at PGSN broadcasting this game. It is currently 4th and 1, PG going to punt, and it's away. Number 7, Colton Bayless dives on the ball to stop it at about the 48-yard line. Silver Wolves ball. Lineup's coming in now.
Punt is down at the 49-yard line. Silver
49-yard line.
First and 10.
49-yard line on PG's side. Clock is at 9:11. And here we go. First hike of the game for the Silver Wolves here. And tough. Running by number 23. That was number 23, Braden Woodruff, with the running there.
Gain of 3 on the play will be second down and 7.
Second and 7 for the Silver Wolves. Ooh, high snap there, but still gets it off and gains about a yard or two. Fake throw, and he'll run it himself. But he fumbles the ball. PG dives on it. PG gaining possession back after not scoring in their first one. Pleasant Grove with the ball now. Oh, wait. They're still seeing. Oh, I was wrong.
Jackson Howard on the keeper.
They were saying he was down before he lost the ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Silver Wolves.
First down, Silver Wolves.
Flag is down.
Penalty against the Silver Wolves.
False start against the Silver Wolves.
5-yard penalty, make it first down and 15.
5-yard penalty. First 15, not good there. Not a good way to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us for our broadcast this evening. My name is Landon Van Overbeek.
And this is Brandon Ballon.
And we will be your commentators for this evening.
Silver Wolves going back, number 14, down the field, and no good.
Pass is incomplete.
14 looking like Eli Quincy with the pass, incomplete.
Intended for number 29, Hayden Turville. Second down and 15.
Silver Wolves back to snap and false start on Pleasant Grove here. That'll give them those 5 yards right back.
Yeah, it looks like number 58, Landon Nauman on the false start right there.
Offsides penalty against Pleasant Grove.
It's tough, but
second down and 10 for the Silver
Pleasant
Wolves.
Grove giving those yards right back to the Silver Wolves after their false start they had. Here we go, back down to snap. Fake run yet again, and it's caught with a hard hit coming from number 4, Rex Connors.
To Jacobson.
Rex Connors he's a senior.
Rex Connors is a senior this year. I'd like to also mention his brother, Rex and Porter, the twins.
3rd down and 4.
Been on this team for the past 3 years, and they're starting varsity for the 2nd year in a row.
Yeah, they've definitely been leaders for the past 2 years, and we are grateful to have them. And running. Good solid hit out of bounds.
Looks like that was
Turville on the carry.
28.
Hayden
Pickup of
Hesseltine.
1 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 3.
That leaves Riverton at 4th down and 3.
4th and 3, and they're going to go for it.
Bold move by the Silver Wolves.
Pleasant Grove kicked it last time when it was 4th and 1 for them. And a quick timeout.
Taken by the Silver Wolves.
Timeout by the Silver Wolves. Talk things over, what they're going to do for this play.
Both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you one more time for joining this broadcast. We are sorry we did miss kickoff, but that is just because of some small technical difficulties that we now have figured out.
We are so grateful to be able to broadcast again, as everything with COVID-19. We weren't sure if we were going to get the chance this year, but we are glad we are able to. It is so much fun.
We'd like to also give a special shout out to the athletic director of Riverton, Dan Henderson, for allowing us to broadcast.
Yes, very grateful for Riverton giving us that opportunity to, considering that away students
are not allowed.
Yeah, they're not allowed to come to the game, so and only close relatives of the players are allowed to be fans at the game, so we are grateful that we were able to come in and broadcast.
All right, Brandon, what do you think's going down right now? What do you think that Riverton coach is saying?
You know, I'd run it. Their running game's been killing it so far.
They've been able to make short passes, and their run game has been strong. You're right.
Their one long pass was short, so. But yeah, either short pass or a good run. Run gets about 1 or 2 yards, but they need 3. So go for the short pass if it's working. But
they're hoping for the best if they're going for it on 4th down.
And here we go. Team's coming back out onto the field after the quick timeout by Riverton. And here we go with the snap by Riverton. Going back. He gets hit, but still caught. Number 2 still going. That was number 2. Oh, sorry,
Jacobson
my bad. Number 3, Joshua Jacobson, with the completion. And
looks like he fought hard for that.
He did. The quarterback there was running back and got hit as he threw, and it was just not enough. Pleasant Grove is getting the ball at about the 29-yard line, 29, 30-yard line. Their own 29, 30-yard line.
For Pleasant Grove at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. And Pleasant Grove doing a quick huddle.
All right,
and
so
substitution.
The last drive that Pleasant Grove had ended quite quickly. What do you think that they're going to try differently this time, Brandon?
Oh, man, I think it was just I think they just having some first game jitters, you know. It's been a little while since they've played in the game, and
absolutely.
Here we go. Looks like number 8 running.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones getting some good yardage there, getting up to the 39-yard line, a 9-yard gain.
Yes, indeed.
It'll be 2nd and about 1. Another quick huddle for Pleasant Grove. And here we go, out onto the field.
Let's see what they'll do this time.
Fake run, and the quarterback will keep it. And taken down at the 40, that'll be a first down for Pleasant Grove.
Let's see, that was
Hamlin on the tackle.
number
like
6?
Number 16, it looks like. Dane
16.
Doman.
Oh, I know Dane. Dane is one of my good buds. He's such a solid guy. He's a well-built man. He could make a dwarf costume work very well at Halloween, if you know what I'm saying.
I believe it. Here we go, another quick huddle. This is something I think we're missing in the first drive by Pleasant Grove. No quick huddles before the plays, but
exactly
smart decision to do it because it's been working so far. They've been getting good yardage every single possession. Here we go. Sending number 8 away, and he'll go back to throw. But he'll take it himself. He'll run. Gets to about the 43.
There goes
No,
Sam. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was going to say the 48-yard line. That's my bad. You were saying?
Good. Sam Leavitt, number 10.
Bagman on the tackle.
Quarterback taking the ball.
Number 10. He's been a solid quarterback so far. Last year, Pleasant Grove had a pretty good team. Same with Riverton. Neither of them made it to the state finals, but we'll see how it turns out this year.
Yeah. One player you immediately notice on the line is Isaac Vaha, standing so tall and wide. He's been noticed by multiple colleges and already has plenty of Division I scholarship offers.
Yes, and he has yet to choose one.
He has yet to choose.
2 on the play.
That is a loss of 2 yards on the play. Number 8, Aaron Jones, running and could not get through the line and was dragged back a few yards. It is 3rd and 5. The current score is 0-0 with about 3:53 left on the clock. Pleasant Grove getting ready to snap again, and they will. Number 10 throwing downfield and too low for number 35, Isaac Vaha. Number 10, Sam Levitt.
So close right there. Just needed that little extra oomph.
It's been a running game so far for Pleasant Grove, and so he only has about 2 incompletions.
Yes. Sadly, it is 4th and 5 for Pleasant Grove with 3:45 on the clock, so
yes.
They will punt.
Pleasant Grove facing yet another 4th down. Here we go. Their punter looks like number 7.
That's number 1, Brooks Winterton.
Number 1, Brooks Winterton. That is my bad.
A good high punt, gave the team plenty of time to get downfield.
Yep. And they'll be at about their own Riverton's 33-yard line. Lennon, what have you seen so far from Riverton in this game?
Riverton I've seen is there's only been a few plays where Pleasant Grove has been able to stuff their running game very well. It's impressive how their offensive line's able to make gaps, and their running back obviously knows how to take them. So I'm excited to see if Pleasant Grove needs to adjust and how they will adjust to stop that.
Yes, I agree. Nice snap, and stopped at the line is number 10. Evan Burton.
Hunking the ball carrier.
He was not able to find the hole that time.
Gain of 1 on the play. Will be 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9 for the Silver Wolves at 3:13 left in the first quarter.
Yes. Here we go, Riverton getting ready for yet another snap.
Oh, another run and destroyed by Pleasant Grove's defensive line.
Yes. Looks like number 16, Jackson Howard at QB with the handoff.
Okay,
and that's what we were talking about. Pleasant Grove stopping those holes.
Yeah. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 9 for Riverton with 2:36 in the first quarter.
Yeah, will this be a quick 3 and out? Because their first possession, it was going well.
Riverton looking for a pass.
Still looking.
Quarterback almost sacked.
Downfield.
Oh, that was number 3, the hopeful target for that pass, Joshua Jacobson.
4th down and 9.
He was open, but the quarterback just got it too far in front of him. He had to scramble after number 4, Rex Connors.
Was running after him, and I don't blame him. Rex Connor is one scary dude.
I definitely agree. Those Rex and Porter Connors are also people who have gotten lots of scholarships from colleges and have not yet chosen.
That is true.
A quick 3 and out for the Riverton Silverwolves at 2:21, and here comes the punt.
Fair catch called. Number
Fair.
32, Porter Connors, on the catch right there.
Fair catch, and about the 36-yard line.
Fair caught at the 37-yard line. Lead first and 10, Pleasant Grove.
Apparently the game commentator disagrees, Brandon.
I'll get him right.
Let's see how PG's run and passing game can improve right here. It looks like they got the quick 3 and out, as you said, on Riverton just now, but let's see if they can do anything now.
Yeah, their defense definitely improved. Here comes the snap, and he's going to get down to pass. Downfield for number 6, and it's caught.
Darius Clemens!
Touchdown, Pleasant Grove. It is now 6-0. That is about a 56-yard touchdown.
That was a great pass, great catch, great run.
Amazing pass by Sam Levitt.
Off to Darius Clemens.
Beautiful play there for Pleasant Grove. Oh, and here comes looking like the field goal team. Yep. What a play by Pleasant Grove. And after this, we'll see if they make this field goal.
Number 25, Oscar Oritz on the kick here for Pleasant Grove.
Here we go. It's up.
And it's good.
7-0 for the Vikings. Does Riverton have what's in them to tie it back up, Landon? What do you think?
I think they do. I think they need to make a few adjustments on their run game. They are starting to do that too much, and Pleasant Grove has adjusted. And quite honestly, based on Riverton's last drive, Pleasant Grove has shut down the running game completely.
Yeah, they did adjust their defense as we talked about before their drive, and now it's time for Riverton to readjust their offense.
Apparently, they've also adjusted their offense, as you can see by that glorious reception by Darius Clemens.
Yes, that was beautiful.
It was a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch.
Pleasant Grove's defense coming out. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Pleasant Grove Vikings versus the Riverton Silverwolves. The home team is Riverton, and it is 2:04 on the clock. The Vikings are 7 and Riverton is 0. Riverton will receive the ball on this kickoff as the Vikings have just scored.
Looks like Riverton has number 3 and number 2 in the back. Joshua Jacobson. Looks like just Joshua Jacobson in the back there to receive this kick. Let's see what they can do.
Pleasant Grove getting ready to kick, and
here comes Oscar Oritz.
It's off.
There.
Whistles. Let's see what the whistles are for. Oh, free kick. I'm not sure, not 100% sure why, but
we're not here to make the calls. We're just here to make everybody look pretty on screen.
That is, bring up a fair point. But yeah, here we go with another kickoff.
Looks like the official is giving some advice to Oscar Oritz. And here we go.
Here we go, all lined up as we were before. Caught at about the 4-yard line.
He's running up.
Running and stopped at the 25.
That was number 3, Joshua Jacobson, on that catch and run.
Jacobson on the return for the Silverwolves. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First and 10, 25-yard line for the Riverton Silverwolves. Let's see what play they'll run. Will be a run, will be a short pass. What's working for them?
Pass is incomplete. Second down and 10.
Pass is incomplete by the Silverwolves, and it'll stay at the 25-yard line, second and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we'd like to welcome you to the Pleasant Grove High School at Riverton football game, the first game of the regular season. Oh, and a quick pass by Riverton.
Quick short pass. That's what's working for him to number 3, Joshua Jacobson.
Gain of about 5 yards.
About 5, 6 yards.
Yeah.
It'll be
and a 6 on the play. It'll be third down and 4.
Third and 4.
Man, I just about wish I'd brought my sunglasses, Brandon. It is a bright day.
I know the sun is directly in front of us.
Oh, a long bomb. Rex Connors almost catching that ball, overthrown by
number 10.
Intended for Woodruff.
No, not number 10.
Fourth down
that is my
and
bad. It's number number 16, Jackson Howard.
Riverton taking a punt, fourth down and 4.
Oh, high snap.
Oh.
And he dropped it.
Number 11, Spencer Tattioli, is on the run. Riverton somehow picks up that ball and gets it to number 37, Caleb Hamblin.
To number 37, Luke Perry. There is a flag on the play.
Oh.
An error that turned into a success, but there is a flag down.
It does not look as if the first down markers have moved, so they might be redoing fourth down.
Legal man downfield is the penalty against the Silverwolves.
It looks like the flag down against the Silverwolves is an illegal man downfield.
Remains fourth down.
It will remain fourth down with 1:18 left in the first quarter. Pleasant Grove leading 7-0.
And we'll redo the punt. Snap coming. It's a good snap, but not a very good kick. Oh, and they grab the ball. That's
Punt.
Rex Connors putting his shoulder into his defender and gaining a few more yards.
Punt by number 14, Eli Quincy.
It's about the
Return to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Pleasant Grove.
And Pleasant Grove with the ball back after scoring in their last drive with a wonderful pass. But Riverton has not answered back yet. Is audio still good?
Hamblin on the tackle.
Riverton with the stop. Second and 22.
Losses back to the 45-yard line.
What a loss of yards for Pleasant Grove.
Number 10, Sam Leavitt, just not able to get out right there.
Pleasant Grove come in again. Snapped. Quick short pass. Completed to Vaha. He'll keep going. He's still on his feet. Down to the 15-yard line.
Took 3 men to stop Isaac Vaha right there.
He's a big man. And he was able to push through defenders, spin around them, and get all the way to the 15-yard line. And that will be the first quarter. Pleasant Grove up 7-0, Riverton 0. And they're at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Landon, what did you see from Riverton in the first quarter there?
Riverton right there at the beginning still definitely had the jump on Pleasant Grove. About, they had the run game, but they tried a little too hard to keep it going. So Pleasant Grove has capitalized on that, and Riverton has started to learn. They've made multiple different small passes that are around 5 to 7 yards. So I'm excited to see how Riverton will use that later on in this game.
Yeah, I agree. That first little bit there, the first quarter, Riverton was able to get its running game going, but that second time Riverton had the ball, PG got the stops, closed the little gaps ahead in their line, and even adjusted their offense and got the score. And Riverton has since started going with short passes and almost a long pass, but that was also almost intercepted by Pleasant Grove.
So it's bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Exactly, that's what happened with Pleasant Grove also with their long pass. They had a long pass, beautiful pass, and made it all the way down.
All right, here we go. Riverton first on the field, just waiting for Pleasant Grove to tootle on over.
Pleasant Grove coming out on the field, getting ready to snap.
Pleasant Grove with the snap and the handoff to number 8.
To number 8, Aaron Jones for a loss. A big, big loss again for Pleasant Grove.
That looks like about a loss of 10 yards, Brandon. That's going to hurt Pleasant Grove right there. Looks like Pleasant Grove adapted to the run game, and so did Riverton.
Yes. Pleasant Grove did just have a loss like this. Oh, it was only a loss of about 4. It's 2nd down and 14. They were down. Oh, 2nd and 13. It was 2nd and 20. 2nd and 22 for them earlier, and they were able to get a first down. So let's see if they can do something similar here. Sam Levitt, snap. Hesitating, running out of the pocket, throwing to nobody, but just to get.
It looks like that pass was hopefully to number 1 on the Vikings, but there is a flag down.
There is a flag. Let's see what it is as the refs come together to discuss this flag. Well, and as we were talking about the sun earlier, it definitely is in front of us, but the wind is helping with the heat.
That is true. It might not be helping our mics, but it will be helping our bodies.
Which, I don't know, being cool is definitely a plus in my books.
That is absolutely a plus. Still waiting here on the call. Looks like unnecessary roughness on Riverton's part.
Penalty is against the Silverwolves.
That's a tough call because it was beautiful defense. Here we go, Sam Levitt down to snap again. And he kicks it back to Rex Connors, who's going to run.
From the 9-yard, oh, it's a fumble.
But picked back up by Isaac Vaha.
Oh man, that was scary right there, Brandon, I gotta say.
That was scary.
Until I saw Isaac Vaha falling from the heavens.
That was a hard hit by Riverton to get Rex Connors to drop the ball.
Indeed. That is a formidable task.
Isaac Vaha was able to pick it up and gain some more yards.
That will be the Vikings on the 2-yard line.
First and goal for the Vikings.
10:45 left in this half.
Pleasant Grove coming back out. They're on the 2-yard line.
Let's see what they'll come up with this time, Brandon. I'm excited.
Is it a run? Is it a short pass? We're about to find out. Snapped. And it's a run.
And
into
a
the
touchdown.
Pleasant Grove now up 13-0 with a field goal to come.
Number 32, Porter Connors.
It was a great run by Porter Connors. He hesitated for just a moment, tried to find the gap, and shot what he saw.
And it definitely worked out.
Oscar Oritz coming out for the kick. Let's see if his foot is as good as gold.
He made the first one, and he made the second. It is now 14-0 for the Vikings. Landon, what does Riverton need to improve on their defensive end?
Right now, Riverton has just slipped up on small things. The first touchdown in the first quarter was just because the wide receiver beat his cornerback. The second touchdown right here, Pleasant Grove just worked them. Every single yard, every single play, worked as hard as they could to get there.
I agree, and there were definitely penalties on that last drive too that helped and that helped Pleasant Grove, considering their loss of yards. Once again, if you are just joining us, it is 14 points for the Pleasant Grove Vikings and 0 points for the Riverton Silverwolves. Pleasant Grove just barely scored, so they're going to kick off the ball to Riverton. There's 10:28 left on the clock. And here goes Pleasant Grove in just a second, kicking off from the 40-yard line. And we're ready. Here he comes, and he boots it. Beautiful kick downfield. And it is a touchback for Riverton. So they will get the ball
into the end zone.
on
Silverwolves take over first and 10.
About the 25-yard line. 20-yard line. Beautiful kick by Pleasant Grove, but just a little too far into the end zone. Pleasant Grove defense ready to defend. Landon. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Riverton snapping. And it's another run, and they do find the hole this time. And he is held up at about the 37, 38-yard line. That was a beautiful run there by Riverton, finding yet another gap. They were not able to find that gap in the first quarter. They found it for a little bit at the beginning, but when it got to the end, Pleasant Grove was able to stop them. Here comes another snap by Riverton, another run, and a big hit by number 11, Spencer Tatioli.
And looks like Spencer will stop them just short of the first down.
Picks up the first down.
Spencer
never mind.
He did get the first down. Spencer is a defensive force for Pleasant Grove.
He definitely is. You can see our Pleasant Grove's defensive line. You see Isaac Vaha on the far side at defensive end, ready to go after that ball.
Here he goes.
Looks like a quarterback run.
Game, but he is tripped up at the 30
by number 42.
On the keeper.
By number 2, Caden Bishop.
42. No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
Oh, number 8, Aaron Jones. My bad.
Looks like 42 Gavin Ivey on that trip-up tackle right there.
Another snap. They're going to throw it this time down the field, and it is caught at about the 36-yard line.
That'll bring up third down for Riverton. We'll see how much they gained right there.
Like number 4, Rex Connors on the tackle.
Pass is complete, number 23, Woodruff.
Pass caught by
play,
number 23, Braden Woodruff.
Riverton looking at their own sideline for the next play. Here they go. Quarterback is back to snap.
And looks like Pleasant Grove has shut down the running game yet again.
Spencer Tattioli there leading the defensive stop yet again.
Two other players we always see coming right out of that pile are Noah Toketa and probably Porter Connors. It's either Porter Connors or Isaac Vaha, and you could mistake them easily from a distance.
That is very true. Both very big build and both very big defensive stoppers.
Looks like it will be 4th and 3. Riverton punting for the 4th time this game.
Good punt downfield. It's a fair catch called by Rex Connors at about the 33, the 33-yard line.
A good punt by Eli Quincy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we'd like to welcome you to the Pleasant Grove Vikings at Riverton High School. There is 7:35 left in this half. The ball is on Pleasant Grove's 37-yard line, and they lead 2 touchdowns to 0, 14-0.
Yes, Pleasant Grove has really been showing out for their past 2 possessions, and let's see if they can get it going again.
Maybe we can get a hat trick. It's like Dane Doman was given the ball right there.
Looks like there's a little bit of a mix-up. Number 10, Sam Levitt, looked a little confused when he handed off the ball.
He did look a little confused. I noticed that as well. Maybe he didn't expect Dane to take that.
Yeah. But they gained a yard, and it is 2nd and 9. Clock counting at 7:10.
Gain of 1 on the play will be 2nd down and 9.
Here comes Pleasant Grove again. Sam Levitt with the snap, back to throw, and he does. Downfield, no good, a little too far left.
Looks like his intended receiver was number 6.
Darius Clemens.
Oh, and you can understand why. Darius Clemens, last time he got the ball, he made a beeline for the end zone.
Yes, once again, throwing back to that play. Beautiful play by Pleasant Grove. Darius Clemens beating his defender. And Sam Levitt was able to find him downfield. Here we go again. Pleasant Grove down to snap.
This is going to be a tough one, Brandon. 3rd and 9. Let's see what they come up with here.
We are expecting the pass, but maybe they'll. Sam Levitt downfield to number 1, Brooks Winterton, and he is dropped at about the 38.
That is only a gain of 2 of the needed 9 yards for the Vikings.
4th and 7.
I will be surprised if Pleasant Grove goes for this. That would be very against their play style.
4th down and 4
game.
for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, there's no need. They're up 14-0, and their defense has been holding up.
It's like it is 4th and 4.
Brooks Winterton with that catch, and now he's back to punt it.
There's the snap.
Brooks, a wonderful kick downfield.
Oh, the ball is dropped.
Ball is dropped.
By number 23, Braden Woodruff, but it looks like he is making up for lost time, ladies and gentlemen.
He was shoved out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. What?
Woodruff
a gain of
again,
a run of almost 18 yards, if I'm correct.
Turns to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that is right.
1st down and 10.
That is yet another mistake for Riverton that has turned into a success, but their first one was called back due to a player being offsides. But that one not being called back, and beautiful blocking by
the Riverton
Braden Woodruff's
team. That was very good. On short notice, the scariest thing you can have is a big team of dudes running after you as fast as they can.
Yes.
Riverton running outside this time.
And he is hit down. Looks like that was number 14.
On the keeper. Picks up 3 on the play. There is a flag on the
Number 14, Eli Quincy on that run. Looked like number 11 on that tackle. We'll see what these officials come out with.
Let's see what the call is.
Penalty is against the Silver
It is a
Wolves.
block in the back against the Riverton Silver Wolves. What a costly penalty for a good run.
Looks like the Riverton parents are not very happy with that call, though. If you can hear them, you can hear they are shouting out in protest at the referees.
That is looks like a
First down and 21.
10-yard loss. It is now 1st and 21.
Here comes Riverton. Let's see what they do this time.
Fake run, he's back to throw, and he does. He completes it, but he's tripped up. And number 11, Spencer Tatioli, yet again with another tackle.
Indeed.
Howard's pass is complete to number 35, Tafisi.
Number
to the 30-yard line.
So Tafisi on that catch, that reception and run.
Second down and 16.
Gained about 5 yards, making it 2nd and 16 as opposed to 2nd and 21.
Which is definitely a plus. 5 yards is better than no yards.
Yes.
That's what my mom always told me. Just kidding. Number 14, running to throw, and he does as he gets hit, and it's out of bounds, right into the Pleasant Grove sideline.
Eli Quincy looking like he had a rough time making that pass, running backwards across his body.
Yeah, the Pleasant Grove defense definitely bringing the heat there for him.
There is apparently a flag down on the play. The officials are discussing at the middle of the field.
Penalty is against the Silver Wolves. It is declined. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
Looks like that was another penalty of a legal man downfield, but the Pleasant Grove Vikings will decline that call, making it 3rd and still 16.
Number 14 back.
Eli Quincy making a Hail Mary.
And it's
intercepted by number 7.
Colton Bayless.
Oh, Colton Bayless.
Pass is intercepted by number 7, Colton Bales.
Beautiful interception, and Pleasant Grove getting the ball yet again. Pleasant Grove defense has been standing out here. Landon, who's really been the MVP so far of this game?
Right now,
for both teams.
For both teams, Eli Quincy, the quarterback, has had a rough game. He hasn't had too many options because Pleasant Grove has kept him tight on the passing game. He's done really well with what Pleasant Grove hasn't given him. On Pleasant Grove's side, I would say Darius Clemens for that first touchdown, rallying the Vikings on their second drive to another touchdown, and Spencer Tatioli with so many tackles I can't even count.
Yes, Spencer Tatioli, I agree with. He has really been standing out defensively.
Looks like a timeout called by the Vikings.
Quick timeout to talk some things over.
Who do you think has stood out so far, Brandon?
Timeout taken by Pleasant Grove.
I agree. So far, personally, I think it's Spencer Tatioli. He's been getting stops, but offensively, I think Isaac Baja has been doing good, and I think there's a whole bunch of game time left. He'll still continue to stand out.
One other player I'd like to mention on the Silver Wolves is Braden Woodruff, number 23. He's gotten the ball quite a few times, and he's being honest, he has quite definitely juked out quite a few Pleasant Grove defenders. Even though there's more right after the first, he has tripped a few up. He has gotten extra yards on it, and it's something that I want to recognize.
Yes, exactly. He did muff that punt, and he picked it up and still gained 18 yards, as we were talking about earlier. Braden Woodruff on the Silver Wolves has been killing it.
Here we have both teams coming out of the timeout. Pleasant Grove offense taking a quick huddle. Dane Dolman almost giving the referee a fist bump. Who knows? Maybe they're best friends.
Maybe they are, but, you know, everything with COVID. Can't risk it if you're the ref. Sam Levitt back to pass. He's throwing downfield. Brooks Winterton is caught.
Winterton has caught the ball!
And another touchdown by Pleasant Grove.
Touchdown.
Another
Pleasant Grove.
beautiful long pass down the field.
Can we appreciate that pass? Brooks Winterton, being guarded within 3 feet by his cornerback, was able to perfectly reach out in front of him and just basket catch that ball. Easily catch it. Great throw by Sam Levitt.
And beautifully straight into the end zone.
Wow, that was quite a catch.
Pleasant Grove's offense and defense has been doing very well this game. Number 25, Oscar Ortiz, with another field goal, and it is good again. He is 3 for 3.
Extra point is good.
Number 11 right there, Cadron Shook. He's come close to the last field goal before this one, and he almost had a hand on that.
We'll see if he does block one and ruin Ortiz's perfect streak. It is 4:38 on the clock. Pleasant Grove Vikings 21, Riverton Silverwolves 0. We are at Riverton. Pleasant Grove is at Riverton. And we welcome anyone who has recently joined us. It has been a very fun game, and we are so happy that we have high school football back.
We'd also like to give a special shout out to Riverton High School, especially Dan Henderson, the athletic director here, for giving us a wonderful opportunity to come and broadcast. Something that I personally have missed. I don't know about you, Brandon. I always love being out here.
I agree. But yes, we are so glad to have Pleasant Grove. Well, we're glad to have high school football back in general. We're glad to have sports with everything with COVID-19. As I stated before, it is very good to have it back. Ortiz with a kickoff downfield and into the end zone with yet another touchback.
Kickoff goes into the end zone. Silverwolves take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Silverwolves here. They have been in this position before and were sent to a 4th down to punt yet again. It was about the 4th or 5th time this game. Let's see if the Silverwolves have come out with any adjustments to put some points up on the board.
Absolutely.
Here comes number 14, back for the snap, and it is snapped.
Eli Quincy getting that snap.
Pass down,
Throwing
and he is
it
spinning around defenders.
To number 35, Sao Tafisi. Great spin moves, working for every yard.
At about the 23rd yard line. He got about gain of 3 or gain of 4?
Pickup of 5 on the play.
Oh, pickup of 5. So it'll be 2nd and 6 actually, 2nd and 6. 14 again, and another quick pass.
A great bob and weave. I can't tell exactly which number that was, but Eli Quincy on that pass. Brandon, I think Riverton has found their groove. They are rocking the short pass game right now.
Yes, quick short passes, and they're able to run. They've realized that running straight into Pleasant Grove's defense head on isn't working. So they are going to do short passes and run elsewhere. Riverton, another snap.
Eli Quincy taking the ball upfield himself, getting a gain of about 5 or 6.
That is a beautiful, another good run. They did take the defense head on this time.
Pickup of 6 on the play will be 2nd down and 4.
Pickup of 6, and it is 2nd down and 4 on the 39-yard line.
Let's see what Eli Quincy would come up. Oh!
Quincy.
The snap was low, but the officials say there is a flag down.
Looks like there's a false start on Riverton. A loss of 5 yards.
Penalty is against the Silverwolves.
That'll still be second down.
It'll be about second down and 11.
I'd like to give a special shout out
Second
and
down and
thank you
9.
to our broadcasting crew tonight. Commentating is myself, Landon Van Overbeek.
And I'm Brandon Ballon.
We'd like to thank our main camera, Jack Paul, what a good man, and our sideline camera, which we will go to later on in this game, Joshua Godfrey.
Yes, we're grateful, as we stated before, that Riverton let us come broadcast this game, as away fans aren't allowed, so we can broadcast the game to you.
Eli Quincy dodging a sack. Number 58 on Pleasant Grove almost had him.
Yep.
Number 58, Landon Nauman, almost on that. The official downfield has thrown a flag down.
For intentional grounding. Because there was no receiver down there for the ball, as he just hucked it, because a loss of yards either way coming.
Looks like.
Oh.
Intentional grounding is the penalty against the Silverwolves.
Sorry, my bad. Just a loss of downs, not a loss of yards. So they will lose it down, but not a yard. So it's 3rd and 9.
It was actually a loss of 15 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 24.
Yes, you're right.
Eli Quincy starting way back, barely getting it to number 3, Joshua Jacobson. A great catch on the ground right there.
Joshua Jacobson has found himself open a lot, but
indeed,
he has not been able to catch very many.
And that is partially in part to Eli and himself, where the throw has been off, or just sometimes you have brick hands or butterfingers.
Yeah, which I agree with. Give it a little bit into the season, I think they've got it. They'll get the chemistry down.
Exactly. Here we have Riverton punting again.
Riverton just not being able to find an answer for Pleasant Grove's wonderful defense so far. Rex Connors is going to grab it and he's going to run. He's still running. He's still going. He gets tripped up. No, not tripped up. He still had the ball, but it looks like he did step out.
Stepped out at about the 27-yard line.
That was a big run. He got it at about the 44.
What is that? 40 yards.
Solid run by Rex Connors.
40 yards by Rex Connors. Very well done. Ran straight to the outside as long as he could on the end.
Pleasant Grove's offense coming.
Pleasant Grove on the 27 with 1:43 left in the half.
It's a snap by Sam Levitt.
Oh, a fake run to Dane Doman. But number 8 getting the ball past the 15-yard line.
Number 8, Aaron Jones.
Pass complete to Aaron Jones. Backs Hansen on the tackle.
As you saw, Aaron Jones had to take himself a second and figure out where to go. He had a defender right in front of him. Undoubtedly tried his best to get around him.
But it was a pickup of yards and first down for Pleasant Grove on the 16-yard line. Here we go. Sam Levitt with the snap.
He's looking for
running
a pass.
Back, and he does. To Isaac Vaha, but it's no good.
Number 7 right there, Owen Barton, immediately ready to pull Vaha to the ground.
Levitt's pass is
great show of athleticism and just overall energy, ready to play.
Yeah, exactly, which takes a lot because Isaac Vaha is a big guy at tight end. But Owen Barton really showing off what he can do there.
Owen Barton, he's not a small bean, 6 feet tall, weighing in at 155.
Okay, Sam Levitt back to snap. And a quick pass to number 9, Carter Merrill.
Carter Merrill being brought down hard out of bounds.
Pass complete to
Stopping the
Carter
clock
Merrill.
at 1:19 in the second quarter.
Backman on the tackle.
There was no gain of yards, 3rd and 10 on the 16. Pleasant Grove has not been able to get.
They haven't been able to move forward very well for the last little bit.
3rd down and 1.
Oh, never mind. 3rd down and 1.
That is my bad. It took a little bit. So that is a solid run then by Carter Merrill, 9 yards. Here we go. Back to Rex Connors, who will run it straight into the touchdown, and Pleasant Grove will score again.
Touchdown, Pleasant Grove.
That will now make it 27-0. Pleasant Grove 27, Riverton 0, with 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the first half. Rex Connors with another run-in touchdown.
That was great.
The run game for Pleasant Grove in the red zone has been red hot.
Another kick by Oscar Oritz. Number 11. Oh, trying to flip my paper here. Oh, my goodness. Number 11, Cadron Shook right there, almost getting a hand on that ball.
Ortiz still perfect from field goals, and we'd like to welcome everybody joining us here on this wonderful Friday night for the first game of high school football season for Riverton Silverwolves and the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Pleasant Grove taking a demanding lead of 28-0 in this first half, Brandon.
And that is exactly what you want in your first game, to come out and really show what you can do.
Exactly.
And show them.
You can't say much else. They've done everything they can. They have a lead of 28-0. I'm excited to see how the Silverwolves will return in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see what they say in the locker room and see what they can change in the second half, because for the past few possessions, they haven't been able to make it past the 50. And another kick by Ortiz all the way out to the end zone for another touchback for 1st and 10 for the Silverwolves at the 20-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll ask you to keep a close eye on your PGSN broadcasting class. We will do our best to broadcast every single game that we can get to. A few members of our crew that weren't able to be here today, sadly, they got their wisdom teeth out yesterday, are Adam Ellis and Clayton Shumway. Oh, a great pass to number 3. Oh, my goodness, I have the wrong paper in hand. Joshua Jacobson. Great catch.
And 23, Cooper Camberlango with the tackle and a beautiful hit.
A few other members of our team, Tawny Young.
Brendan Larson.
Brendan Larson, who's out in Park City, I believe. I thought he was, but I guess he isn't.
Who knows, but he will be here future broadcasts.
He definitely will. He'll be commentating, and he'll be opinionated as ever, as we always are.
Yes, I agree.
Small timeout.
Another timeout by Riverton. As the sun begins to set here in Riverton, Utah, we have a dominating game by Pleasant Grove the Pleasant Grove Vikings here. But it is, as always, a beautiful day, a beautiful Friday night for football. As the sun begins to set and stops blinding us in our eyes, we'll see what happens here. as we stated, 106 left in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Riverton High School for this wonderful opportunity, and we'd like to let you know we are a student organization, PGSN. We do our best to follow Pleasant Grove to every sports game we can.
Yes, and I guess we just say PGSN stands for Pleasant Grove Sports Network, as we try to get to every game we can for Pleasant Grove.
Oh, Porter Connors!
Porter Connors with the confrontation.
Face first tackle right into number 4, Wes Horn.
That was a good quick pass that's been working for Riverton, but Rex Connors was right there.
Ready for it.
Timeout taken by Pleasant Grove.
Another timeout here for Pleasant Grove. 59 seconds. 59.4 seconds remaining. The ball is on the 21-yard line. Third down and 9 yards to go. Pleasant Grove 28, Riverton 0. Landon,
Ladies and sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, what have you seen from, what does Riverton need to improve on? What, for their first game of the season, what do you think they're going to go into halftime talking about?
Right now, Riverton has tried to do a lot of up the nose, straight between the gap and the line running game. Pleasant Grove has shut it down time, and time again. They've done the pitch outside. It's worked better. They've done the short pass outside. It's starting not to work because Pleasant Grove is adapting. I think they're sticking too long with one thing. They're not mixing it up enough, and they're just trying to mine gold too much in one spot.
I agree, and they're still working on their chemistry, as we've seen with their long passes. They just haven't been able to connect on any. But they have gotten some errors to turn into success, like the muffed punt by Braden Woodruff.
Braden Woodruff, a great gain of 20 yards. Oh, a pass is made
Riverton,
right under
quick
Spencer
pass.
Tattioli's nose.
And another tackle by Rex Connors.
That pass was to number 30.
Pass complete to number 29, Turville.
29, my mistake.
Fourth down and 6.
Looks like it'll be 4th down and 6 for Riverton. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also encourage you to stick around at halftime. We will have our very own Jack Paul giving us a halftime overview, highlight, and recap.
Yes, it is exciting, as Jack is an exciting man. We love Jack.
So focused on the camera, what a good man. Riverton taking yet another punt in this half of the game.
Fun fact about Jack, he loves Macklemore.
He does. Rex Connors spinning away with the ball. Rex Connors trying to make it all the way downfield.
Oh, and he is stopped at the 19-yard line, but he did get a big gain. There was one guy left to beat, and he couldn't get it, but that'll end the half.
That'll put the Vikings about the 24.
Halftime score 28 for the Pleasant Grove Vikings and 0 for the Riverton Silverwolves. It has been an amazing game, and we will see you in the second half.
We'll turn over to Jack Paul right now for a halftime report. So, Jack, what have you seen that has stood out to you this game, running main camera?
Well, first, thanks for having me on, and I would like to probably start off by just saying the way Pleasant Grove, they've been able to keep the ball, not turning it over, and not forcing a lot, not committing a lot of penalties, and those are the two big keys. Exactly what Riverton has been doing. They've had a couple fumbles and then that pick in the start of the second quarter. And so right now Pleasant Grove is just playing smart, and that's why they're up 28-0.
Indeed. Riverton just struggling right now. They're trying to mine too much gold in one spot. They're trying to pitch outside for too long, go straight up the nose too long, and pass for too long. And Pleasant Grove adapts every time.
Yeah, and part of that is they've got to kind of find their identity. Right now they haven't been running the ball well. And then when they've tried the passing game at the end, they haven't been able to get much there, that one pick. And so they just got to be able to figure out what they kind of mix it a little bit and get a little bit of each. Kind of what Pleasant Grove was doing in the first quarter. They were doing a little bit of screens, doing a little bit of dump offs to get 10 yards, get 8 yards, just keep the ball moving. And that's what Riverton hasn't been doing. So we'll see if they can do that in the second half.
I absolutely agree with you, Jack. Thank you for coming on for the halftime report. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, for sure.
we're just going to take a 5-minute break, and we will be back with some more info. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this wonderful football game on this warm but cool summer evening. We are Pleasant Grove Sports Network, PGSN if you will. We are a student-run organization with faculty supervision at Pleasant Grove High School. We are so very grateful for this opportunity to broadcast this game. Special shout out to Dan Henderson, the athletic director at Riverton. We'd like to give it also shout out to our student-run crew. Commentating, we have myself, Landon Van Overbeek.
And Brandon Ballon.
We have the wonderful Jack Paul running main camera for us, and our favorite, Josh Godfrey, running sideline cam. We are so excited to be back. You guys, we have missed this a lot.
It has been a long summer because we weren't able to broadcast any baseball at all.
Sadly.
Because, of course, as we all know, COVID making us take precautions so we don't get it.
We'd also like to ask everybody, we know everybody is saying it, but we'd like to ask you to mask up Utah. If you are related to a sports or an athlete with the school, please do your part to wear a mask at the sporting games. While not all of us might like it, it is something that we can do our small part to get everything back to normal.
Yes, even us here at PGSN commentating and all are wearing a mask. As much as we'd love to go back to how it was last year, but we didn't have to. Sadly, it'll be a little bit before we get there.
Yes, indeed. We'd also like to give a big shout out to Russ Mail, the program director, our faculty representative at Pleasant Grove.
Yes, he is a big part. He is the main part of how we can do what we do, of how we can broadcast every game to you and bring you the entertainment, especially during these times where only, as we stated before, only parents of the players for the away team can come. So no Pleasant Grove students are here. So we are more than happy that we are able to bring the game to you via KSL. Shout out to KSL for letting us broadcast onto their website. Looks like teams are making their way back out onto the field.
Yes, we can see behind us Riverton is trickling their way out. Pleasant Grove also doing the same.
Landon, what do you think Riverton talked about in the locker room? What do you think their coaches are really trying to focus on this second half for their first game?
I think their coaches are trying to focus on their offensive line with blocking. Their running game has been blown up by Pleasant Grove's defensive ends, Isaac Vaha, their linebackers, Spencer Tatioli, the other defensive line, or D-tackle, Noah Toketa. I think they need some serious help in just following through on their passes and their blocking.
I totally agree. Pleasant Grove has really shown out offensively and defensively. They've really come out into their first game trying to make a statement that they deserve more recognition. We were looking earlier before this game at the top 25 teams in Utah right now, and number 1 was Corner Canyon with Lone Peak at number 2, and Pleasant Grove was down at 16. So I feel like they're really just trying to show everyone watching what they can do.
And they have most certainly shown us, Brandon, and they have made themselves out to be more than just the 16th place team in the state.
Exactly. With the first game against Riverton, it's been amazing.
We are only one half in, and Pleasant Grove has the demanding lead of 28-0.
28-0. At this rate, who knows? We're going to see what's going to happen here in just a little bit. There's 15 seconds left on the countdown clock until the second half starts.
Here we have Riverton's DJ queuing up some good songs.
Yes, I agree. Some good pump-up songs to hopefully pump up the Riverton offensive line and defensive line here so they can put up some points, maybe even make a comeback here. Refs are back on the field after taking a quick break also. the Riverton fan section here, Riverton students and parents, have really been here supporting. They've really been showing out. You can tell it is a home.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are back for the second half. Funny story, totally my fault. I forgot to unmute the audio. So we just had like 10 minutes of great conversation that sadly wasn't across air. So,
In other words, me and Landon became great friends there.
Yeah.
We've really just learned a lot about each other and
We really
our
bonded.
thoughts on football.
Exactly. You guys, we'd like to thank Riverton for this wonderful opportunity, especially Dan Henderson, the athletic director. We'd like to thank our crew tonight, student run completely. Commentating, the main commentator is
Brandon Ballon.
and myself, Landon Van Overbeek, as color commentator. Jack Paul, main camera, and Josh Godfrey as sideline
Kickoff
cam.
goes into the end zone. Silver Wolves take over.
Kickoff into the end zone. 20-yard line touchback for the Silverwolves. As we were stating during that 10-minute cutout, the Riverton the offense, Braden Woodruff and Joshua Jacobson, have both been the receivers
Two great
that
receivers.
that Quincy's been going to.
Quincy's been throwing to them a lot because he trusts them, and it is very evident why. They have done their best to catch every ball they can, even the ones that are at the ground, and they have dove for plenty of them.
Yes, which is really just showing that they want the game, but so far it's looking like Pleasant Grove wants it a little more.
Indeed.
BC on the carry. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be second down and 12.
Riverton's Casey on the play, but a loss of yards, second down and 13.
Quincy back for the snap, and it is snapped. He's looking to throw. A wide open throw, and it's dropped. Cooper Camberlango, number 23 there for Pleasant Grove, was looking
Passes incomplete.
for hopefully the tip up and the catch. He slid down for it, but was too late. Third and 13 now for the Silverwolves. 11:25 left on the clock. Pleasant Grove at 28, Riverton at 0. It's quarter number 3 here on this beautiful Friday night for some high school football. Quincy back with the snap.
Oh,
Deep
it's a
throw
long
downfield,
pass.
and no good.
Number 2, Caden Bishop right there. Almost had a hand on it. He was close, but not close enough.
Pass is incomplete.
Not close enough, but yet he still was able to disrupt that pass. He was able to get close enough to scare the offensive player.
Looks like they're going up again. 4th and 17 for their 8th punt of this game, if I have counted correctly. It's up in the air. It's a great punt.
And
Safe
it is
catch.
caught by Porter Connors.
Or fair catch by Porter Connors.
Yes, fair catch at the
About
about the 47,
Connors.
47-yard line.
A good start for the Vikings, better than they've had before. Something that they can definitely work with, as they've shown us in this last half.
Yep. Let's see if they can come out in the second half doing what they were doing in the first. Number 10, Sam Levitt, back for the snap.
We have number 35, Isaac Valhall on the outside.
And it's
Number
a run.
6, Darius Clemens with the ball, running outside, trying to get up.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Ethan Beans on the tackle for the Silverwolves.
Looks like a gain of
There's
3
a flag on the
yards.
play.
But there was also a flag. Looks
Oh,
like the call is holding on Pleasant Grove. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
ooh,
That is a costly penalty.
that is a rough penalty for Pleasant Grove to have right now.
But lucky for Pleasant Grove, they do have room to work with, being up 28-0.
No, that is actually a 10-yard penalty,
Penalties
Brandon.
against Pleasant Grove.
Looks
10
like they
yard.
bumped that up.
That
Wow.
is my bad. 10-yard penalty. It'll be
First and 20.
20.
The first and
Oof.
10 from the 46-yard line.
Riverton fan section trying to hype up their team. Levitt
Sam
back
Levitt
to
with
throw.
the ball. Oh,
Quick pass.
beeline straight to Darius Clemens, and he's running.
Darius Clemens, he's going.
He's
going.
running the 10, the 5, the
And
touchdown!
Darius Clemens.
Touchdown, Pleasant Grove.
Ladies and
Pass completes by
gentlemen,
number 10, Levitt.
Sam Levitt with another beautiful pass, finding
To Aaron Jones.
Darius Clemens for another wide open run straight to the touchdown. Landon, I don't think
Correction.
Riverton is going to be able to
Touchdown
find
pass
an
was
answer
complete
for
to
Darius
number 6,
Clemens.
Darius Clemens.
He is tearing it up out there.
that is 2 touchdowns for Darius Clemens, 2 touchdowns for Rex Connors, and 1 touchdown for, who am I missing?
Who was it? I think it was number 8. Number 8.
Aaron Jones, yes, that is right.
Extra point is good.
Extra point is good, making it 5 for 5, I believe, for Ortiz.
Yes, indeed.
Landon, what are some pros for living in Utah?
The skiing is pretty good.
Skiing's good. As you look around us here, you can see even in the back, maybe in the background of the camera. We're not.
Sadly, not right now.
Sadly, not now. But mountain ranges. Mount Timpanogos behind us. Very good hike, by the way.
Man, I have quite the story of my last Timpanogos hike. It was not my favorite hike, I will say that. Just to keep it short and sweet.
You know, it
Here comes
depends,
those in the
I
end
guess.
zone. Silverwolves take over first and 10
I
at
had a
20
great
yard line.
hike last time, but it just depends, I guess. Ortiz with a kick straight back into the end zone again for another touchback for Riverton. It'll be 20 and, on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Pleasant Grove defense out there waiting for Riverton's offense to come out. Here we go. Quincy waiting for the snap. And he hands it off. A run play.
A
Good
great
solid
run.
yards. About 6 or 7 yard gain there.
Brandon, that looks like exactly what we were talking about just 5 minutes ago. Probably during our media Dursky Dur cutout.
But either way, we did talk about it. But yes, I asked Landon, what do you think they talked about, Riverton talked about during halftime that they should improve on? And the thing he said was, for blocking on their offensive lines, they could get more runs. Quincy with another beautiful short pass for a first down.
That was a great first down right there.
A pass to number
23.
Like 23. Braden Woodruff.
Braden Woodruff, another great reception by him.
Here we go, Quincy again, back to snap.
There he goes.
Pass.
Dump pass right to the middle. That's number 23, Braden Woodruff, yet again.
As we talked about for Riverton, he is their guy right now. He is their guy today.
He is on fire.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He is someone that Quincy has been able to count on every single time if he needs a receiver to pass to. And Woodruff has been able to complete. A flag.
A flag was down. It's unclear yet whether it was Pleasant Grove or Riverton.
Penalty is against Pleasant Grove.
Oh,
offsides. 5-yard penalty. First down and 5. Possibly penalty. They did make it past the 50. That's one thing Riverton was missing there in the second quarter there, Landon.
Brandon, Riverton is stepping up right now. They have advanced all the way from the 20 to the 47-yard line of the opposite side.
Quincy running.
Quincy taking a break for it, getting to the 31-yard line.
That'll be another first down. Maybe it's a little Space Jam stuff happened there in the Riverton locker room. They gave him Michael's secret stuff because something happened in there.
Of course, in no way are we suggesting that there were illicit drugs distributed.
Oh, yes.
We
Michael's secret
must
stuff
make that clear.
as in water.
As in water.
They were hydrated and... Oh, looks like a bad snap. A bad snap, and so they just had to dive on it. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, with the good must come the occasional mess up. Pleasant Grove has had a few of those moments, namely when Dane Doman apparently stole that ball from Sam Levitt because he was not expecting it.
He was not expecting it, and his hands went up in the air. I'm not sure what was going on. Here we go, Quincy again, back to snap. Oh,
and Quincy is sacked.
A loss of yards yet again, 2nd and 11.
By number 19, Tyson Downs.
Lennon, maybe we jinxed that, talking about...
Man, I feel so bad if we did.
They had it going there for a sec, but Pleasant Grove made their tweaks yet again for an answer.
Yes, they did.
3rd down and 16.
3rd and 16. 7:35 left on the clock. Pleasant Grove 35, Riverton 0. Ball on the 35-yard line for Riverton.
You know what? Woodruff might make a surprise appearance. He might catch a ball square in the end zone. You never know what's going to happen with this offense.
True, just like number 6 on Pleasant Grove has been doing. Oh, a big pass downfield. And it is caught.
Caught by number 2.
I think it's number 3, Joshua Jacobson.
Wow, what a
pass.
Great catch and
pass.
He
was covered like none other. He had no breathing room at all. Pleasant Grove defender's glove came off trying to get the ball, and it was still caught for a big, big gain of yards. It was 3rd and 16, and now it is 1st and goal. They need 7 yards to put some points on the board. Here comes Quincy in the red zone. Let's see what they do in the red zone. Thrown.
Oh!
Riverton with
There's a flag on the play.
Oh, there is a flag.
There was a flag thrown on the play. It's unclear yet what the call is. We're waiting for just a moment.
It is.
The flag has been
No
waved.
flag. Touchdown.
The touchdown is good for Riverton.
Riverton being able to answer and put some points up on the board, so it will not be a shutout for Pleasant Grove.
Brendan,
And
did you see the number of who caught that ball? I could not tell. That was a swarm of players.
I did not see it either, sadly, but it was a beautiful high pass to an open man. And they were able to put some points on the board and make tweaks to come back.
And the field goal is good.
Field goal is good. It'll be 7-35.
Number 23. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Pleasant Grove 35, Riverton 7.
Extra point is good by
Cooper Camberlengo, try saying that 5 times fast. Number 23 almost had a hand on that extra point.
Close calls for the field goals, but none have been blocked. Riverton really, they started going down the field there. Pleasant Grove made tweaks and were able to stop them, but then Riverton came back with more tweaks and were able to score off those. That was an amazing catch down there.
2 amazing catches in a row.
2 amazing catches. And like I said, the person leading that not entire drive, but most of that drive to get him past the 50 was Braden Woodruff.
Great receptions, great play by him. Overall,
Riverton,
great athleticism.
Beautiful. Riverton with their first kickoff since the very first kickoff of the game.
Yes, that is true. And Riverton's student section is not losing any head steam or any momentum right now.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep this momentum going on defense and then yet again on offense and make it a little bit of a closer game. A big boot, and it's caught down at the 1-yard line.
Number 6, Darius Clemens, always going to the opposite side of the field. He's past the 30.
Still going.
And he's
dropped
down.
at the 35, but there is a flag. There was a flag thrown at about the 20-yard line.
Oh.
There's a flag on the play.
I'm excited to see what that flag is about because Riverton has stepped up their game. Oh, and we do have a Riverton player on the ground.
He is holding that right thigh.
Looks like number 37.
He was able to stand up and walk, but it is hobble, I should say, but definitely number 7.
Number 37.
Oh, 37. 37.
Caleb Hamblin.
Caleb Hamblin with the injury.
Penalty is against
Sorry
Pleasant
that
Grove.
took a
Penalty
second.
placed back
As
on
we
the
are new to learning the
7-yard
Riverton
line.
players' names.
First down and 10, Pleasant Grove.
Looks like that penalty was on Pleasant Grove, and they will be set back.
Looked like it was an illegal block in the back.
Yes, to the 7-yard line. First and 10, 6:04 in the third quarter. Pleasant Grove 35, Riverton 7.
A quick pass to number 8.
Aaron Jones
Giving him some breathing room there.
giving some good breathing room.
Looking scary there for a second, but they were able to
Pass is complete
get
to
it done.
Aaron Jones. Picks up 7 on the play. Second down and 3.
Pleasant Grove will start on the 14. It is 2nd and 3. Let's see if Pleasant Grove can answer with that spark of energy Riverton just showed. Oh, a flag is
quick
down,
flag.
and it is most definitely a false start.
As the play was about to start, it will be.
It is on Pleasant Grove.
Oh my goodness! They just gained those yards, and they will lose them just like that.
Pleasant Grove is the penalty.
It's going to be back to the 9-yard line.
2nd and 8.
Now, the one thing the Vikings have not
Second
gotten
down,
on
8.
Riverton yet is a safety, Brandon.
That is true. But will there be a safety here? We are about to find out.
We are about to find
If
out.
they do the run game, Riverton has been able to stop that quite often.
They have.
Sam Levitt, back to pass. Down. Oh, and he went for
Oh.
the one-handed catch, but could not complete it.
Darius Clemens almost got it.
Darius Clemens has been an impact player for sure for Pleasant Grove on the offensive end. He has gotten
Pass is
2
incomplete, it'll be third down and
touchdowns
8.
and some big returns. Darius Clemens walking over to the huddle. Pleasant Grove coming out to pass. Well, to snap. Sam Levitt.
3rd and 8 on the Vikings' own 9-yard line.
And he's back to pass. He's running. He's scrambling.
He's looking for a pass anywhere downfield.
Downfield to
Oh my
number
goodness!
6.
Darius Clemens!
Coming up yet again with a big catch down to the 51-yard line.
2 players on him, Brandon.
2.
Pass is complete.
Not,
number 6 to
not
Darius
one player
Clemens.
with no breathing room. 2 players.
And once again, as we saw it, Sam
Down
Levitt
tackle
was
for the
scrambling,
Storm.
not sure where to
First and 10
go.
at the
And
49-yard
yet
line.
again, Darius Clemens coming out and getting the ball. No matter where it is, if the ball is in shouting distance for Darius Clemens, it seems as though he's going to catch it.
Absolutely.
Magnetic hands. As you said, brick hands or Butterfinger hands.
Oh, that looks like Carter Merrill.
Carter Merrill's a big run, but
What
there
a
was a flag
great
thrown.
run.
So we will see what the call is.
There's a flag on the 41, 42-yard line. Pleasant Grove would have
Merrill will be
had
carried for Pleasant Grove. Hanson on the tackle for the Silverwolves.
Hanson
Penalty
on
flag
that
on the play.
tackle.
Here he comes. Holding.
On
On the
Pleasant
offense.
Grove.
Holding is a call
Big
against
run,
Pleasant Grove.
but a big penalty.
But a big penalty.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for Pleasant Grove. And the score is Pleasant Grove Vikings 35 and the Riverton Silverwolves 7.
3:29 left in this quarter.
And it is 1st and 15 for the Vikings. We'd like to welcome you to the home of the Riverton Silverwolves in Riverton, Utah. On this, as we've stated, amazing Friday night for yet again, not yet again, but for the first game of high school football.
It's a perfectly warm but not hot night. There's a bit of a breeze. Sam Levitt in the backfield.
Love it.
He's waiting for his receivers to get
Oh, and he
open,
gets
and he
tackled.
is sacked.
Sacked, 1st and 15. They just
Brendan.
got a loss of yards. Another loss of yards. They could be losing momentum.
They could be losing momentum. And Riverton could gain momentum right about now. Michael's special sauce might not have been given to the offense, but it sure as heck was given to the defense.
Yes, the defense and offense of Riverton really coming out after halftime and showing
Second
what's
down
up.
and
Absolutely.
19.
Pleasant Grove did score their first drive, but since this drive, they haven't made it past the 50. They've
No.
gotten close, but then it was called back.
Pleasant Grove setting up again.
2nd and 19. Sam Levitt running back a little further this time. Quick
Pass
pass.
to Dane Doman, number 16.
And
There is no gain or loss of yardage.
another flag.
Pass complete.
Let's
There's a
see
penalty
what the
flag
call
on the
is.
play.
Holding on the offense. That'll make
Holding
it
penalty
2nd and
against Pleasant Grove.
24 for the Vikings.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Vikings built up a real good head of steam, but they got a little too cocky right here.
Penalty is declined, will be
Sam
third
Levitt
down.
has really, the Riverton Silverwolves
19.
defense has really been making Sam scramble here.
Absolutely. They're getting through that offensive line like a hot knife through butter. The penalty is declined. It is still 3rd down and 19 for the Vikings. 1:56 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Timeout.
Called by the Vikings.
Timeout taken by Pleasant Grove.
Good, I'd say good timeout by Pleasant Grove.
Very
Riverton
good.
definitely has the momentum here. Going head full of steam. Offense scoring the touchdown and the defense really just picking it up.
Defense is inspired by that touchdown. I will admit, I did not see that touchdown coming at all.
Me neither, but it was, like we said, that one throw from about the 40-yard line all the way down to the 3-yard line really set him up for that. And Braden Woodruff has come up again and again for the Riverton Silverwolves. Defensively for the Vikings, the people we talked about at halftime, but we didn't see there on that last drive by Riverton, were Spencer Tatioli, Rex Connors, Porter Connors,
and Isaac Vaha.
We didn't really.
We saw none of the four.
None of them really came up, but we'll see. We'll see what the answer they have for Braden Woodruff, because he's been having his way here in the third quarter.
Absolutely, he has. Brandon's out here, jamming to the music.
Yeah, this DJ's got good taste.
He's got good taste. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 1:52 left in this third quarter of the Pleasant Grove Vikings at Riverton High School 6A Region 4 football game.
The sun has gone down enough that they even turn on the lights, and
yeah,
it's not blinding us anymore.
It's pretty nice. Although the sky has been divided into blue and yellow. Sam Levitt going for it to Isaac Vaha.
And he reached up but could not get it. Now make it 4th and 18, and most likely a punt. I would be surprised if they go for it, but there's no need. It's 35-7 for the Vikings.
They can play it safe if they want to right now.
As long as their defense can pick it up, which they did not do, as we've stated.
It's just
1:30 left on
Brooks
the clock.
Winterton, number 1, coming onto the field, far behind the line. Looks like he will be punting for the Vikings.
Number 29.
A great grab by Max Such right there, keeping it from going out of bounds, having another flag on the Vikings.
Take over 1st and 10.
Good catch, because we weren't sure if it was going to bounce farther or closer, but either way.
Good call.
Pleasant Grove has Riverton has let it bounce, and Pleasant Grove has made them pay before.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are not watching on our broadcast and listening through 88.1 FM, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Ball was handed off to number...
Let's see.
23.
Number 23,
Braden Woodruff, yet again.
We have said that name more than anyone else in this game tonight.
Absolutely.
Braden Woodruff has come up again and again in our conversations and here in the game.
Riverton going for another quick play.
Quincy throwing to the Riverton sideline.
Trying not to get another intentional grounding call right there. Going to the closest, somewhat open receiver.
Yeah.
31.7 seconds left in this third quarter between Pleasant Grove Vikings at Riverton High School. The Vikings lead 35-7.
That was a good call there by Quincy to throw it out of bounds.
It was. He had a Pleasant Grove linebacker and offensive lineman coming straight at him.
Cheerleaders looking to hype up the Riverton offensive line.
Number 14 right there.
Howard on the keeper.
Number 14 trying to get that extra yard for Riverton. And that will bring the third quarter to an end, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful quarter there for Riverton. We'll see if they can come back in the fourth quarter, but it doesn't look like it's going to be 4th down and 4. But they're going to have to go for it if they really want to start making a comeback, considering it is 7-35. 35 for the Pleasant Grove Vikings, 7 for the Riverton Silverwolves. Home team is the Riverton Silverwolves, and we are in Riverton, Utah.
We'd like to thank our student-run crew tonight. Jack Paul on main camera, Josh Godfrey, our legendary sideline filmer, my main commentator, my main man,
Brandon Ballon,
and myself, Landon Van Overbeek.
Yes.
Also, huge shout out to Russ Mayo
for getting all the equipment ready for us to bring here to Riverton, Utah, and shout out to Riverton High School for letting us broadcast here tonight and bring the game to your homes. Or even in the car, if you are listening to in the car.
Yes, we are broadcasting on 88.1 FM, the school radio station. Brandon, this Riverton offense needs to bring it. What are they doing? Give me a quick breakdown.
they're making their short, quick passes, and Pleasant Grove isn't ready for them. Pleasant Grove has been.
They've left gaps.
They've left gaps, and it's usually in the middle of their
Right in the center.
defenses. And it's a nice, quick pass, or it's behind the line. Same thing Pleasant Grove is doing in the first half
Yeah.
that we haven't seen this half yet. But in the first half, Pleasant Grove is doing it. Short, quick pass to the right or left, and then running. Because they do have some good, quick runners, but.
Another timeout taken by Pleasant Grove. And Brandon, you want to know who finds those gaps on Riverton?
Braden Woodruff.
Braden Woodruff. You took the words right out of my mouth. Number 23. He has had one exceptional game tonight.
Yes, we have talked about him again and again when talking about Riverton. MVP for Riverton, I'd definitely go with Braden Woodruff. He has come up again with big plays, small plays, just getting some good yardage. Darius Clemens, same thing for Pleasant Grove on the offensive end. Darius Clemens has come up with
Short outside passes.
short outside passes, even big ones. He's gotten 2 touchdowns with huge
Yardage.
Is it 2 or 3 touchdowns for Darius Clemens?
2 for Clarius. Darius. Sally sells seashells on the seashore. 2 for Darius Clemens. 2 for Rex Connors, and 1 for Aaron Jones.
Here we go, Quincy.
Pleasant Grove defense. Let's see if they can shape up.
It's 4th and 2nd. Riverton's gone for it as we figured they would. Quincy, and they're running it.
Oh, stuffed right on the line at 4th down.
Stuffed and will. It looked like he pushed through a little bit.
Carry short of the first down.
But he was short.
Ball over on downs. 1st and 10 for Pleasant Grove at the 43-yard line.
Darius Clemens, we're learning, one of Pleasant Grove's MVP wide receivers, most valuable wide receivers, is a 4-star pick.
Wow.
That is impressive.
That is a man on a mission. Pleasant Grove, I would bet, is more than happy to have him on the offensive end.
Absolutely.
And as we said, Sam Levitt has been able to find him again and again. Chemistry between them is amazing. And Quincy and Braden Woodruff have been able to gain that same chemistry.
Oh! Isaac Vaha.
Isaac Vaha had it in his hands and it slipped out because number 5 poked it away. Number 5 would be Drew. No, it looks like Colby Barton. Oh, Drew Horn.
Drew Horn.
2nd down and 10.
Great play by Drew Horn. A little bit scary running next to Isaac Vaha.
He's a big man.
6'5", if I remember.
Yes, and Drew Horn is 5'11", coming in at 180 pounds.
Pleasant Grove.
Pleasant Grove running, and he trips on his own feet. It looks like Sam Levitt tripping on his own feet, but he still gets a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper.
And Pleasant Grove will make it past the 50-yard line.
Make it past the 50, Brandon. They're making it past the 30.
29-yard line for Pleasant Grove.
29-yard line. Barely passed.
Barely past the 30, and let's see if they can come back with what they were doing in the first half. Because the second half, they did score that 1, but after that, they had to punt it. Here comes Levitt with the snap, and he hands it off to number 8.
Aaron Evans.
Aaron Evans with the run, and he gets to about the 21. 21-20, about an 8-yard run.
Aaron Jones, not Aaron Evans. That's my mistake. I had a friend named Aaron Evans in my math class. That's where I got that.
Oh, math.
Oh, math.
Mixed up 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Man, I have to take calculus next year. That's weird.
Wow. Props to you for getting into calculus.
Barely.
I didn't take a math class this year. Math is not my... It's not my thing. I'm more of an English guy, you know?
Yeah.
9:30 left on the clock. Levitt. Oh, false start on Riverton. Oh, that could give the first down. Oh, just kidding. That is my bad. False start. No, false start on Riverton. I was correct. That'll give them the Pleasant Grove the first down. First down and 10 on the 21-yard line. No, 16-yard line.
16. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to our student-run Pleasant Grove Sports Network broadcast distributed by KSL/Deseret News. Pleasant Grove is at Riverton High, leading 35-7 with 9:05 in the final quarter.
It's been a wonderful game. Sam Levitt running. Oh, short. Short to number 24.
Aaron Jones almost getting a hand on that with the pass intended for 24, Brigham Ray. Brigham Ray, another great student of PGSN.
Yes, he is on our team, but as football season goes, he will not be able to join our broadcast unless it is a soccer game, basketball, or what else is there?
Tennis.
Tennis?
Although, sadly, we do not usually broadcast tennis. We are doing our best to change that this year.
Yes, we're trying to get as many sports as possible so you can watch the sports you guys enjoy.
Ball is on the 16.
Love it. Back to throw again. To the end zone.
Oh!
It looked good, but it looked like it slipped out.
Almost
Pass intended to number
2, Caden Bishop.
Pass is incomplete.
Caden Bishop almost had that ball in the end zone. That would have been the 6th touchdown for the Vikings.
Yes, with that diving catch, he almost had it. But yeah, we'd like to welcome you all to Riverton, Utah, and Riverton High School, home of the Silver Wolves.
Nice, crisp 74-degree evening.
That is very nice. I enjoy the cool mornings and cool nights opposed to the 95 to 100-degree days.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Pleasant Grove with the ball moving. Sam Levitt.
Down to the end zone.
Oh.
No good.
Looking for number 6, Darius Clemens again.
Darius Clemens.
Pass is incomplete.
That gives the Vikings 4th and 10.
They're going to bring out their field goal unit.
Yes, it looks like it. Ortiz is Ortiz, not Oritz. Oscar Ortiz coming out on the field, hopefully trying to keep his 5-for-5 record 6 for 6.
Here we go. We're about to find out. As he gets ready. Ball snapped.
And the kick
It's no
is
good.
no
He
good.
is 5 for 6.
Wow, I thought that went through.
That's not something we'd expect from Ortiz, where he came out solid with 5 for 5 for field goals.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
guess extra points. Let's see.
Man, this DJ really does know what to put on, Brandon. You're right.
So, Lennon, what are your thoughts on wearing masks during school? Do you like? I'd say my advice to everyone is get a mask that's comfortable. Don't get one that's too tight over your ears, and
Absolutely.
get one that's good for you. You know. 'Cause you're gonna have to wear it a lot. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Riverton starting on their own 20 with a run by number 35. I don't think we've seen that number before.
Number 35, Sal Tafisi.
Oh, we
have
have.
seen him.
I would say learn how to listen to people, because I got to say, I space out talking to people a lot, and I read their lips, and I'm like, oh, that's what you said. With masks, that ain't an option.
Yes, you're going to have to listen pretty good.
Sal Tafisi again, and Spencer Tatioli, number 11.
There is a defensive man we have talked about for Pleasant Grove coming up big in the fourth quarter. Just getting some stops, so Riverton won't be able to make a comeback, but they did score. Let's see if they can make another tweak to get around Pleasant Grove's defense.
Looks like it's 3rd and 6 on their own 24, Brandon. Oh, they're going for a pass.
Quincy.
Quincy's taking the run.
Thought about it, but then he gets held back. Who did he get held back by? Let's see.
I think that might have been number 23, Cooper Camberlango.
Cooper Camberlango. He did, yep. You're correct. He did come out of that.
Picks up 5 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Wait, retake that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you to your student-run broadcast by PGSN of the Pleasant Grove Vikings at Riverton Silverwolves.
And he has dropped. Quincy has dropped for a loss of about 1 to 2 yards. That was 4th and 1, I believe.
And that means it is 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
Tafisi, the ball carrier.
Sal Tafisi getting taken down quite early.
He is getting taken down, and they really needed that. It was 4th and 1. They needed 1 yard, and the Viking defense coming up big. Getting that stop. And I'd say, I don't know, I'd say it's too late in the game for the Riverton Silverwolves to make a comeback, but who knows? Anything could happen. Here we go. Sam Levitt. In the pocket. Here he goes.
Running game.
Hands off to number 8.
Hands off to 8, Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, who starts going and then gets shoved back by number, oh, what number is that?
Number 38, I believe.
38 would be Caleb Hamlin. No, Luke Hamlin.
On the play will be 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 for Pleasant Grove. We'll see how they do with this. These Pleasant Grove coaches have been really good at adapting and overcoming on this Riverton defense. Let's see if they can hold up. Oh!
Batted down.
Wow! A great hit to the ground by the Riverton defense. And here's the infamous "you got swatted" call from every high school student section.
It was a good swat, good read by the defense there.
Absolutely.
About 3 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock here. Three minutes now. Pleasant Grove Vikings 35, Riverton Silverwolves 7. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. On the 25-yard line, quarter number 4. Sam Levitt running back. Quick catch, and it is dropped. Tough drop, and it'll be 4th and 8. Let's see what call the Pleasant Grove Vikings make on this play.
Fourth down and 9.
Looks like it's 4th and long for the Vikings right now. Let's see what they can come up with, Brandon.
Oh, they're going to go for it, huh?
Really?
I mean, why not?
The Vikings
2 minutes left on the clock.
Have greatly changed up their style in the last 2 quarters of play.
Sam Levitt back to throw.
Out of the pocket, scrambling.
And he loses it.
That looks like Riverton might have stripped the ball. It is ruled Riverton ball.
Either way, it was 4th and 8. Good defense there by Riverton.
Great defense. And hey, good for them. They gained some yardage. Riverton, not Pleasant Grove.
See if they can at least put 7 more points up on the board to make it 14 for Riverton, 35 for the Vikings.
At the 39-yard line.
What a game it has been for the Vikings. As we've stated before, they've really come out trying to prove themselves contenders for this year. Quick pass, and it is dropped. Rex Connors. Sorry, my bad. Porter Connors running, hoping to grab the tip, but couldn't get there fast enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to our student-run PGSN Pleasant Grove Sports Network crude broadcast distributed by KSL. We are at the Riverton Silverwolves Stadium. Pleasant Grove is leading 35-7 with 1 minute and 15 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, a fake run.
Fake run, and they definitely got Pleasant Grove's defense there. They all started going for number 2 there.
Number 34, Dawson Gillen, had his ankles broken. What a shame for him, but great job on the Riverton offense.
Barton on the carry for the Silver Wolves. Picks up a first down.
That puts them
at the
49-yard line, Brandon. They have less than a minute left. Let's see what they're going to do.
Risk it all. Risk it and we'll see. It is a big pass downfield.
Oh, it's a long pass to number 4.
20-yard line for Riverton. First and 10. 37.8. Clock is stopped.
Number 4. Who is that, Brandon?
Number 4 is, in fact, Riker Christensen.
Riker Christensen. What a catch. A genius timeout called out right at the... Oh, no timeout called. The clock is running, ladies and gentlemen.
Clock is running.
And the quarterback has been sacked by the offensive line.
Quarterback is sacked, and the current score is Pleasant Grove Vikings 35, Riverton 7. They're going to try the hurry-up offense and try and score. Clock counting down at 10.
9, 8, 7. No, I'm not going to count down. They're going for a long pass here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he throws it.
He throws.
Oh, number 8, Aaron Jones, with a terrific block at the very end.
And that will end this wonderful game for the first game of Riverton versus Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove being 35, Riverton being 7 at the home of the Riverton Silverwolves here in Riverton, Utah. It is a beautiful Friday night, and we are going to sign off, me being Brandon Blond and my wonderful commentator,
Landon Van Overbeek.
And, of course, our main camera, Jack Paul, with our sideline reporter, Josh Godfrey. It has been an amazing night, and we will see you all next week.